It's Madman Sports.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Your
Welcome back.
best friends. Diamond Dave.
My best friends.
How are you?
I'm fantastic, buddy. How are you?
How are you, Zach?
Wesley, you're also my best friend. I'm very well. Christopher Kuhn, also my best friend.
And Christina.
Just doxed him. Is that her name? I gotcha.
Is that a ghosting joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got 3 topics today. We are gonna go off the cuff and go with them because these are big topics. Huge news. Probably gonna be our title news. Stefon Diggs
Wait, what happened?
got extended.
He got
today.
traded?
No more cryptic text.
Another $100 million man.
No more random
Throw it
tweets.
around.
The Bills in the last 2 years have their top 3 highest salaries.
I saw that today. It was like, all right, we have Marcel Darius, Mario Williams on the bottom, and then we have Josh Allen, Von Miller, and Stefon Diggs in no particular order. But
And the Paguls are building a new stadium. They're just throwing money
Allen
around.
Miller, Diggs.
whatever.
I'm not mad about it. He got $70 million guaranteed.
Big
Second highest out of guaranteed money for the NFL for the wide receivers. You guys know who's first? Dave? Dave gets first.
Receivers?
Yes.
Tyreek Hill.
Yep. You?
Oh, shit.
I mean, you just said yeah. That's over.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking.
There was another one who was close.
Number
the other
2
one?
is
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams with 65.5.
Number 3 will soon be Justin Jefferson.
Yes, probably. He got 4 more years added, so we now have him until 2027. Josh Allen is signed until 2028. Many people, Schefter, Stefon Diggs, a lot of people talking. He plans on retiring a Buffalo Bill. I love that.
Bless.
Minnesota could never.
Nah, fuck them.
We don't do that. We sign our guys. We keep our guys,
We pay our guys.
which is going to contradict ourselves
didn't
in the
used
second
to.
segment. We don't. We didn't used to because we didn't used to win. So there's no point in keeping guys you didn't win with. Am I wrong?
No, 100%.
But now we're winning. I think that this is it. This is, I'm going to lower my cap hit. You pay me long term. We're set. You're going to see a veteran corner in the next 2 weeks.
You know what the amazing thing about this Diggs contract to me is?
What's that, buddy?
Right now, he's in the top 3 highest paid receivers. Next year, or in the next 3 years, actually, he won't even be in the top 10. So let him enjoy it now. All he's doing is helping his fellow receivers out by setting the bar.
The problem is he didn't set the bar. His average annual value for the next 6 years is going to be $20 million, which is 30% cheaper than Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. 30% cheaper.
Bean Boy working his magic again.
Those are facts, but I'm saying
Diggs wanted to stay here. Bean wanted to stay here. Hometown discount from a star diva wide receiver. You never see that. Never see hometown discounts in the wide receiver room. A year ago, this wouldn't have been a discount. The way the market's going now, the way he's the 3rd or 4th. I mean, DJ Chark's making more money than him yearly. Think about that. That's a hometown discount. Anytime you can say DJ Chark is making more money than me, you just signed a discounted deal.
A steal.
Steal.
And
Or
DJ Chark
that
is now
contract
on
is
the-
horrible. Came from
he
Jags.
was on the Jags. What team is he on now? Team that overspent a lot.
Detroit. Just to get rid of Kenny Golladay to pick up DJ Shark.
They didn't have Kenny Golladay last year.
2 years ago.
Still recovering.
Yeah, look at them.
Shambles.
I actually think the Redskins, I think the Lions will be a sneaker team
No, they won't.
I think they will be as well. I really like the Lions this year.
for the lack of the toughness in the NFC.
Yeah, I think that they don't stand up against the Bills, which I think will be a Thanksgiving Day game, but
Which I'll be at.
maybe.
Definitely.
I'm saying maybe about the same Thanksgiving Day.
This is a Bills podcast.
This is a
Let's
Bills
make it a
game.
Lions podcast.
What do you guys think about TJ Hawkinson this year?
Dog water.
I like Dan Campbell.
Kelvin
All right,
Johnson's going to be
but
back.
back to the Stefon
Calvin
Diggs.
Johnson.
Cryptic texts, cryptic tweets, whatever it is.
Hot take. They're not cryptic. He's just talking.
Hot take. They happened because he wanted a deal.
No, that's bullshit.
No, there's no way you could say otherwise. No way you could say
I
otherwise.
think there were definitely some meaning behind it. He
100%.
wasn't just
He
fucking with
tweets like
people.
that all the time.
This was with meaning. There was a 2-week stretch where he tweeted 17 times. The 2 months before that, 17 times.
Yeah, Jake, if you're passionate about it, fight him.
There's a fine line in this world. Do not be passionate about things you're
Stab it.
wrong about. That's why Jake should not be passionate.
No, wrong.
Listen, there's no doubt
So
about it.
wrong.
Listen, if there wasn't anything, he wouldn't have said, I'm not leaving in his video. He said, I'm not leaving. Dude, you had a 2-year deal. No one thought you were leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah, because he signed long term.
He was already
People
signed
blow
long-term.
this dig shit, like Twitter shit, out of
I'm
proportion.
not going to lie. I agreed until today because I didn't think they were going to even do a deal.
Yeah,
but
his
there must have
tweets
been
aren't the reason.
there must have been a reason that there was an urgency taken.
Well, just like they say in the WWE, never say never. There's no reason he might not be here in 3 years. You never know. You say he's going to be here because of
And
$70 million.
You know what? You definitely don't know. He could be gone in 3 years.
Gabe Davis could be a breakout receiver in the
could
next
be.
2 years. You need to pay him. Diggs is gone. You never know. Anything could happen. But let's enjoy it now. The Bills are going all in right
Trade
now.
that contract.
That wouldn't be the swap out.
Bills are going all in right now.
They are, and this is your final all-in move, except for maybe a corner in the next 2 weeks. But this is your move to clear up the space. I mean, Diggs might be a $1 million cap hit after this, for crying out loud, which would clear up about $13 million, which would bring the Bills to about $14 million in free space this late in the game.
So many deals.
So many deals. Listen, the Bills came, and this is, we're in a text group. David, my uncle, and Michael, and I. And
Damn, fuck me.
You're the uncle.
at least you know. But one of the things that was brought up, I'm not going to mention who brought it up, means he said, "Oh, Oliver or Edmonds is definitely gone now."
I said that.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring
You
it up.
didn't
Who
have to
said
out
it.
yourself.
The problem
I own
is
my words.
the problem is that's no longer a thing. You can no longer sit here and say that the Bills can't afford this, Bills can't afford that. They were plus $5 million over the cap when this offseason started. They signed Von Miller to a historic deal for the Bills. They gave Stefon Diggs an historic extension, Jordan Phillips, a running back, a wide receiver.
The cap doesn't exist.
The Bills know how to use the cap.
I'm going to die on my hill. I don't think Edmonds is going to be here in the next 2 years. I'm saying that, and I mean that.
Listen, he could be gone on draft night for crying out loud. But the fact of the matter is, they're not going to be, oh, we can't keep this guy because of money. The Pakulas, I don't care what people think about them, they have stepped up and paid whenever there's been a Bill situation. They have stepped up and paid. They've cut the check every time.
Do they do that with the Sabres?
They have. Jack
Say-
Eichel needed
Sabres
an
are on the
extension.
right track. I will say that, and I could give two shits about the Sabres. They're on the right track.
That's why they're getting some love today with the hat. Jake knows because he's been in group chats as well. He knows I know that the Sabres are on the right track. I've been giving them love for about over a month now.
They're fantastic, apparently.
Some would say they're sometimes fantastic. I wouldn't overblow that word. Fantastic means very little to me.
You said it, not me.
They have been fantastic lately. I said that after they beat the number 1 seed in the East.
So let me ask you a fun question. Who's the next one to be signed, whether it's this year, training camp, or the end of next year?
Hopefully it's not.
No,
Hoyer.
no, without bringing that name up. Who's the next one to be signed?
On the team
Or
off the
extended?
team? On the team or off the team?
On the team right now. Extended is
Ed
the word.
Oliver gets done this year.
Eddie.
Ed Oliver gets done in training camp.
I would say at Oliver. I think that's going to be a long process because you don't know where the bar's at. I think Dawson Knox gets signed before the season.
Dawson Knox, cheap value. Tight ends are cheap.
Sign him before he gets more
Tight
expensive.
ends are cheaper than people think. That's why I think that people say, "Oh, Knox, Edmonds, Oliver." No, it's not. It's not that.
Do you think the Bills will sign Devin Singletary to a contract?
No, I think he'll play out his contract and either take the money they offer him or see it.
This is his final year, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't see.
You know what? Dawson Knox coming into his final year. He's due for a raise. I could see Dawson Knox go. Final year of the deal, $2.7 million cap hit.
You see, to me, Ed Oliver is going to get top defensive tackle money. I think Ed Oliver is the guy that breaks the mold for the Bills, and he's the guy that brings the Bills back to their franchise tag thing that just keeps trickulating for years.
I don't think that he'll commit.
He's going to be hard to sign. He deserves every penny, but he's going to be hard to sign.
That he deserves top tier money.
He's not Aaron Donald.
No, not even close.
I think he'll get paid less than Aaron Donald, but he.
would hope.
And when this extension kicks in, he'll be 27, which is young. No midlife crisis here, Zach. But
That's old.
why would you say that?
Just kidding. You're a
What do you-
spry young man.
What am I?
My knees work.
A beautiful man.
But Ed Oliver, he'll be 27 whenever time comes up. I don't think he'll be franchise tag because I think that it's a bad money move. Franchise tags go way up in an escalator, and it's only for 1 year. Isaac's calling me in the middle of a show.
What do you think he wants?
Jeopardy. I don't know.
I love his contact photo.
The Iron
Yeah,
Sheik.
chic.
Just funny because he told me he has a meeting at 7. But go on.
Meeting's over, damn it.
Hi, Mom.
So yeah, I don't know. Ed Oliver probably needs some money. He probably needs it a lot less because he's got an extra year here. I could see Ed Oliver waiting 1 year, but also if you want to play with your money a little bit more next year, you probably restructure Ed Oliver to not make it a $10 million cap hit next year, without a doubt. 10.7 next year. You're probably going to extend that out. At least give him a 3-year extension. Have him hit another extension when he's 30.
Quick update: Dad's calling me too.
He's gonna call me next.
He'll get a contract extension when he's 30. So I think that's what they do. And I do think that Dawson Knox does need a hit there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Without a doubt.
What's the next topic? Because it's something I don't know anything about, so educate me.
What is
Jordan
this?
Poyer. We're going to talk about the uncertainty of Jordan Poyer. Signed a new agent today, Drew Rosenhaus. Weird. Jordan Poyer is coming up on his final year of his contract, where he is due in the 9-point-something range.
What did that goofy person tweet? That they've been biting their lip for the past week?
Yeah, Rachel Bush, immediately, the first thing that happened this morning, the Stefon Diggs news comes out at like 7:10. At 7:13, Rachel Bush tweets out, "I'm going to keep biting my tongue for a week or two more."
Just glad it wasn't about mask mandates.
Imagine that. Imagine having a captain player on your team sign a mega deal and have your wife go out on Twitter and say, "Oh, I'm going to bite my tongue for a couple more days." Get the
Well, that's
shit's
another thing.
goofy
But
as
it is a
fuck.
business. He wants to be paid. Does
absolutely.
he deserve to be paid?
No.
What does he want to be paid? Does he want to be paid top safety money? Because I do
At
think the Bills have
31?
top. I do think the Bills have the top safety tandem in the entire league.
Without a doubt.
I think they work well in pair. That's why.
I have
Plus the system.
an opinion. You want to finish yours up?
Yeah, I fucking hate Rachel Bush.
Is that the opinion? Can I go now?
Yeah.
All right. So
Jordan,
Jordan
I like her Instagram.
Jordan Poyer. All right. So what we got here is got a $10.7 million cap hit this year.
What was it? 10.7.
$10.7 million cap
Cut him
hit
right-
this year. I could see them wanting to move that money around, give him 2 more years on his deal. However, top safety money is tough. His market value is way out of whack. He was first team All-Pro. His annual average salary is projected to be about $11.6 million. So he's a little underpaid compared to market value. Probably needs a 2-year deal. His average salary right now is 9.7. Even though the cap hit's 9.10, 9.7, they moved that around because he took a cap hit or a cap restructure last year in order to move some money around. I don't love that his brother and his wife are being mouthpieces right now.
I'm confused. Didn't we sign him to a new contract like 2 years ago?
2 years.
Yeah,
for
2 years ago, and he's already upset. How do you think about that?
2019. It's just goofy.
This is his final year, and they do have a potential out
This
in
year?
2022.
Oh, 22. It's
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, where they could only account for $4.1 million in cap space. I don't think that's how that works, just so you know. I don't think they cut him.
I mean, you can't sign him to
He's trade value.
a long-term deal. What are you going to pay a 35-year-old
The problem
$11
is,
million?
The problem is the year after this contract's up. After this year, he turns 32. What am I going to do with a 32-year-old? Even the
It's
Ravens,
the same deal as Cole Beasley.
even the Ravens got rid of Ed Reed when he was 34. You can't keep a guy too long in
Is-
safety, and he's not Ed Reed.
Is Micah older?
Yes,
Do we
by
know
1 year.
But he's a model citizen.
However,
keeping his
I
mouth
did
shut.
say at the end of the playoffs, well, Rachel Bush isn't keeping his mouth shut for him, so because she also said
on
that
some
Micah.
Antonio Brown?
She said
shit?
that Micah and Jordan have been taking hometown discounts to keep this Bills afloat.
Dog, then,
Which could be true.
then
Sure.
don't.
He
100%.
could deserve money. But what would you rather have on this team?
Scoring points, not
A
losing
new
games with 15
cornerback
seconds on defense.
or a new young safety?
I think that I take both. Why not both? Why can't I take one in the first one? in the
Because that's
second?
where I'm going to lead into or how I want this whole thing to play out.
We should clear the air, although we do understand here at Madman Sports the impact Jordan Poyer has had on this team
No,
over the
flame
past
us.
5 years.
No, 100%. And like that's the thing.
But
And
we're saying now moving forward.
that's the tough balance of it all, right? Because we got it on our finger. We're trying to balance it. But one side's way too heavy of the fact that he was almost out of the league. This system, this team gave him life.
With the Browns?
yeah, he
Yeah.
almost died.
Who knew who Jordan Poyer was?
Really?
He really almost died.
Oh, that story. That I shouldn't be laughing at, yes.
No, the lacerated organ.
Oh, that I don't know anything about. But
Not the
Whatever.
He did go to Oregon. Good call. So
I said organ.
I'm joking. But yeah, I listen, I understand the value he brings. I just have a hard time seeing. We want to talk about not paying a 28-year-old wide receiver What are we going to do paying a 32-year-old strong safety who's had some injury concerns, who can't cover Travis Kelce, who loses it, who's on the side of the ball that lost a game in 13 seconds, which I'm not putting it on the defense. But I also my last image of Jordan Poyer is him getting smelted by Tyreek Hill and throwing up a peace sign to his counterpart over there. I mean, what are we talking about?
You can even go back to the Arizona game.
Dude, you're an all-pro in a year you won against Davis Mills, Trevor Siemian,
Yeah,
Tua
but
Tagovailoa.
we're not in a position to be passion Poyer. I agree that he deserves more money.
You can get
but
another safety.
There's a way to go about it, and the way I think you go about it is you trade him. You can get whatever you can with him. I think that the solution I would have, and then I'll be done talking,
You don't have to.
is you trade the first this year, you trade the first next year, you go all in, and you get Jake. I'm going to educate you with something. Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame, top safety in the league, top safety in the draft coming out, maybe the best safety coming out in the last 5 years. Go in, get him. You have a top defensive line, which we hopefully have right now. We have 2 top safeties and the best defensive back for the entire league. You have Kyle Hamilton for potentially the next 10 years.
Hell yeah.
How about this?
I just hate the goofy shit on Twitter.
I hate the goofy shit too. And listen, they got rid of Cole Beasley because of the goofy shit, so it must bother them to some degree. They got rid of John.
It's a distraction.
They got rid of John Feliciano for the goofy shit on Twitter too. I will say this:
No goofy shit.
tell me how many people on your hand, you can use both hands, you can use my hands, knew who Jordan Poyer was when he came in here.
I did not know. And I'm a pretty big Bills guy. Didn't no idea.
Pardon my French here. Go find a fucking nobody, put him in the system, and make it work again. Sometimes this is how this has to go. I mean, come on. I mean, sometimes this is how NFL has to
Who's
work.
that Johnson guy that's a backup safety right
Exactly.
Jaquan
no one gives a
Johnson.
shit.
Yeah.
Put him in the air.
Maybe
Let him
not
start.
that guy.
And maybe he knows.
Well, that's-
Jaquan Johnson has an interception last year, for crying out loud. He can play ball.
now? I mean, he's not Jordan Poyer. That's the point. He's not Jordan Poyer.
You're
Right
right.
now,
You're right. And it
we're
took-
missing 2 cornerbacks because Trey White, who knows? You're missing a safety. So it's a very big need, which the good problem is we don't have a lot of needs right now. So this is good that we can focus on this.
Well, assuming he doesn't hold out
It
this
took
year.
Jordan Poyer 7 years to become Jordan Poyer. It's not like no one can become him, though.
Listen,
This is a very advantageous system for defensive backs.
assume that he's not going to like sit out or do any of that dumb shit this year. Let him play this year. Draft someone in the 2nd or 3rd round, whatever. Let him get on the field, split reps with Jordan Poyer, and if you are confident in him ready to rock, let Jordan go.
I'll tell you this, and this is where I want to kind of lean into it because we're going to do a mock draft after this live with you guys.
Damn.
I'm going to do this.
Do it.
I trade him on draft night. They talked about a rumor of them using a veteran player to move up in the draft. I don't think it's Tremaine Edmonds they're talking about. I think it's Jordan Poyer. Because I don't think that this is the first time the Bills have had an interaction with him. Look, listen, it took, 10 days for the buzz to heat up about Stefon Diggs wanting a contract, and then he got the deal done. The Bills hosted 2 of the top safety college prospects this week on their rookie scouting visits.
What do you think we could
Pre-draft
command draft capital wise for Jordan Poyer?
Listen, you got what?
4th,
7 pick? No.
5th,
No.
6th?
No, you use that plus your pick to move up.
Oh,
Cordy Glenn got you up at least 18 spots in the first round with the Josh Allen draft.
true.
You can,
Well, it's harder because the team has to sign him to a con- Apparently, his issue is money, so a team's going to have to pay him money too.
Cordy Glenn's issue is playing football, so I think they can make this one work. You send Jordan Poyer over to Houston to be the new head of Lovie Smith's defense, and I think you can make that deal work for everybody.
Houston doesn't want players. They keep getting. They don't. They're not picking anybody up. They literally don't want anybody in that locker room. They
We're
haven't.
gonna have
Picked,
a rude awakening week 1 when the other team has players, and there's just Lovie Smith sitting there like Will Smith in an empty room.
Damn, there's 54 guys over here.
Houston's not doing a damn thing to do anything. They just don't want to.
And they should keep doing that then.
More AFC teams should follow suit.
So let's talk about this.
Okay,
2023.
sure.
Go ahead.
2023 is Jordan Poyer on the opening day roster.
No.
Dave?
No, I would have said yes, but thinking about it, we don't need him.
Thank you for
We don't
that
need the
input.
goofy shit.
It's weird because he was an all-pro first team this year. Tell me a time where it's better to trade a guy when he's all-team first team. How about right now, huh? You all right, buddy?
Yeah, I dropped a card.
Is this your card? Let's do a mock draft, huh?
Hell yeah.
7th round, we're using the Draft Network's predictive board. We're gonna manually pick our picks. It's gonna be fast.
Traylon Burks.
Do we have a 7th rounder this year?
Yeah.
We traded that.
We have one still.
Quarterback.
Case Keenum. God bless.
You might not be on the team week 1.
All right, so let's go through the first rounds because we're up to the Bills pick. Let's go through who went first. Aiden Hutchinson, who I think is the first pick at this point. I like
Michigan.
I like the Lions pick here with Malik Willis. I think he goes there. Ahmad Gardner, who I think is a good player. I think I see him going to Houston there, out of Cincinnati. 3 straight offensive tackles.
Has one guy.
What?
Houston has one guy now.
Yeah, they got one guy. They got a couple of first rounders, so they'll be able to work out. That I'm not even gonna say his name. Thibodeau.
Calvin Thibodeau.
Yeah. He goes to New York. New York does first picks, and they both go to the line there. Kyle Hamilton, 8th pick. Now, Dave,
my
kind
guy.
of kicking around your thing. Do you do a first and a second? Not this year's second, next year's second, and Jordan Poyer to go up and get Kyle Hamilton?
I think it would consist of this year first, next year first, second, and Jordan Poyer.
Wouldn't do
That
it.
you're moving 25 spots. Would I do it?
You're moving.
No,
You're moving 13
But
spots.
that's
why I
what you
wouldn't
have to do.
it. Absolutely not. Then. I'm not opposed to trading the first pick away. I don't think you need to force it though. Jamison Williams, Drake London, Garrett Wilson, and Jamison Williams off the board before the Bills pick. You got Trent McDuffie, Andrew Booth Jr. off the board, Devin Stingley Jr. off the board. So now we are here. Zion Johnson gone. Dave, what position do you think the Bills should go in the first round?
I'm gonna say
As the roster is now.
I'm gonna say they're gonna get safety, and I'm only gonna say that because the cornerback position is deep. Safety is not.
Well, using that assumption as true, corners being deep, I'd go wide receiver.
Safety, wide receiver. I guess I'm the tiebreaker then, huh? You guys want to...
Heads or tails?
Tails, but that's the
not
same.
how that works. Rock, paper, scissors, you guys.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
So safety versus cornerback here. Now let's look at our picks now that we have the ability. They have Khalil Elam and Kyle Gordon at cornerback. I don't love either of those for the Bills. Let's look at safety.
Jeff Gordon.
They have Daxton Hill from Michigan, who I don't think Michigan's a good player to get from. I don't love that team. Tell me 3 good players that came from Michigan. Tom Brady, pause. Who else? No one.
Malik Hooker. Ohio State. That's the joke.
Chris.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Jake Long. I'll give you that.
That's me.
I asked for 3 players, and you're struggling. That's how shitty Michigan is.
I'm an Ohio State guy. That's why it's hard.
I just don't
Play it once a year.
care.
I honestly say I can't.
Oh, who was the guy on the cover of the NCAA football game? Who's from
Denard
Michigan?
Robinson.
Bernard Robinson, who
That
didn't
guy.
play well in the NFL
That
at all.
guy.
Jaleel Preppers is my third. Lewis Seen, who they had in for a pre-draft visit this week. I like that pick a lot at safety, and I could see them do that. He's out of Georgia. Fantastic school this year. Won the national championship, if I'm not mistaken. Who do you guys think? Do you guys like this Lewis Seen, or do you like Daxton Hill out of Michigan?
I'll keep it real with you. This isn't analytical in any stretch of the means, but just find a LSU defensive back.
Yeah.
Is
Gone
there-
already. The one that matters is gone.
Damn.
So we're going to go
Trade
with
up.
Lewis Seen. That's who our pick is at 25. Goes on, goes on, goes on. You guys want to make a trade?
No.
I would
We got 6 minutes.
trade for out of the. I would trade out of that spot for future picks.
Damn.
Let's just see what they have at Jake's pick here, cornerback. Let's see what cornerback's looking
I
at.
said wide receiver.
Okay, let's go to wide receiver then, buddy.
Are we in the first round still? Or
Second round.
Second round, okay.
You're out.
So officially, who did we pick in the first?
Lewis Seen.
Lewis Seen.
From Georgia.
Yep.
Perfect.
Who this show has always told you who the first pick is. So we've been pretty consistent. Maybe.
Well, we still have a couple weeks. This might change.
Of course, 100%. Wide receiver, we have David Bell out of Purdue. Don't love it, don't hate it. We have John Menchie III out of Alabama. I think it's a little early for him.
Dotson from Penn State has to be on there.
Gone. George Pickens went right before you. Can I pick my pick? I think we go running back here.
Interesting move, but go for it.
I think they do. Singletary's on the ropes. Moss is borderline not playable.
So you're saying that Duke Johnson? I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
Johnson, I still don't think he'll be on the team week 1.
Now you have Kenneth Walker III, Isaiah Spiller, or Brees Hall. What are you guys thinking here?
Kenneth Walker III, Michigan State's finest.
Isaiah Spiller. Is he related to CJ?
Nope.
Kenneth Walker just has an NFL name too.
Brees Hall
Herschel Walker.
is comparable.
Might be related.
Maybe. I don't know.
Comparable to Jonathan Taylor from everyone that I've heard the last 2 weeks.
So get that guy.
And he's from what college? Wisconsin.
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Pick him.
Jonathan Taylor is from Wisconsin. I'm going to go Brees Hall here. I think that's good value at 57.
Oh, we're at the second round right now.
Yeah.
We're on the third now.
Coming up to the third, Jake gets full control of this pick because I had the first one. You had the first, I had the second.
Yeah, let's do it.
Pick a position.
I said wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Let's
I've
go
been
to
saying
let's go to
that.
the well. Jalen Tolbert, South Alabama.
Gross.
I've heard a lot of great things about
Oh,
him.
never mind.
Kyle Phillips out of UCLA, bigger body, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, 5'11". I must be thinking of the tight end.
Nice.
Dawson Knox coming up. Do the Bills kick the tires at that at all?
What other tight end do we pick up?
O.J. Howard?
O.J. Howard. Yeah, no. Tight
Maybe not
ends.
this year. But
I think tight
they're
end's a
both,
possibility.
Both on the end of the draft. We'll come back to that then, Dave. You're still on wide receiver then.
Yeah.
I keep hearing this. Velicious Jones
Give me Velicious.
Jr.
You just want to say that
I
name.
don't think that's his name.
Delicious.
I would love it.
I think it's Velcis.
Delicious Jones.
Velcis Jones Jr. out of Tennessee. SEC guy.
Give him to me.
Very early, but we'll take it.
Oh.
Sometimes you got to take your guy.
Yeah. Best player available.
Someone else would probably take him anyways. Dave, you really liked what position last? Tight end?
Tight end.
Take a look.
For the 5th round?
Fourth.
Coming up in the fourth.
Oh boy.
Day one starter.
Whomst.
Top 4 rounds.
What about an interior lineman? Got any?
I don't want us to touch offensive linemen at all. I
Ooh.
want to be done with
Go
offensive line.
linebacker, buddy.
Yeah. If
Well,
Jermaine's
I
gone,
would
how are we
have.
gonna- how
I
are we
would
gonna
have in the
supplement?
second, but
Well, you can go for it now.
Jack Sanborn's there. High profile name.
Jack Sanborn, yeah. Oh, we have to go cornerback, don't we?
stop saying Jack Sanborn like you know who he is.
That's my brother.
We don't have to go cornerback.
We should.
Fine, we'll go corner here. Let's see what's there. Josh Jobe out of Alabama. I think that's
Get your,
if you're getting him in the fourth, that's a great value.
get your second Levi Wallace.
He was a 4-star recruit out of high school, started at Alabama. There's really not much more you could ask out of this. This is Levi Wallace better.
2.0.
For the record, I know football pretty well, and I don't know who any of these guys are.
He is currently the
I don't.
113th overall prospect on the draft board, the draft network. You're picking at 130. This is a good value pick right here.
Heck yeah.
Coming up to the fifth. What are we thinking, boys?
Corner again.
Not linebacker.
Punter. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. We do need a punter. Who's that? What's his name? Ariza? That, like, spectacular punter everyone was
what?
talking about?
They could be getting a punter. You're right.
I am.
We should do that with 7th round pick.
I don't know about the fifth.
That part was the joke.
We're on the 6th right now.
We're on the fifth still. Cornerback, because we got cornerback. We got safety. We have running back. We have wide receiver.
Ooh, what about a guard? I know we have Ryan Bates. I know.
I think it could never hurt to have depth there, especially with Roger Saffold being a little bit older.
We could go guard.
Cam Jurgens out of Nebraska. Nebraska is a power school there. Junior, 6'3", 290 pounds.
It's a big boy.
Or you go to Virginia Tech, you get Letitia Smith. He's 6'3", 320 pounds. I would like that guy on my interior a little bit more. You okay with that pick?
Hell yeah, dog. Right
We got
next
him.
to Spencer Brown.
He would go next to Dawkins in this scenario.
Oh, left guard.
But it would be a little bit more of a project base. He's probably got some intangibles. We'll touch on it a little bit more next week when we
Yeah,
really deep.
we can dig deeper into these gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll really sink our teeth into it next week. This was more about boom, 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 and
This is all vibes.
we wanted to give it a little vibe check. Let's go linebacker.
Yeah, respect.
Mike Rose out of Iowa State.
Yeah, gotta replace AJ Klein.
Senior. 6'2",
Done.
All right.
245.
All right.
Micah McFadden,
I like
6'2",
that.
232.
Darren McFadden.
Was he a senior?
His brother.
Senior?
Son.
10 East. Very good tackler in the box.
We need that. Shout
Above
out
average size and athleticism for the position, but lacks top end length.
above average size. Nice.
We'll go with Mike Rose here. I think he's got some intangibles.
Shout out Rose.
He's probably a wrestler. Keep an eye on wrestlers this draft season.
I always do.
Hell yeah, son. Logan Paul.
Yeah, we should just draft Pat McAfee to be our punter.
Oh, the punter just went, boys. I'm sorry. Just missed.
Throw out the whole podcast.
He went 4 picks before to the Jags.
in the 6th?
Yeah. Hey, I was about to take him this round, too.
Bastard.
Listen, everybody wants a punter, so if everyone wants the punter, it's probably not happening, my guy.
Didn't the Falcons, correct me if I'm wrong, draft a punter / kicker in the 2nd round?
Fun fact for you: the Raiders drafted one in the first round years ago. You know who it was?
Sebastian Janikowski.
Now you know who it was.
Idiots.
What are we thinking?
Well,
at this
idiots, or I mean, he was in the league for 12 years. He wasn't that big of an idiot.
What else do we need to touch on, boys? We got safety, we got running back, we got wide receiver,
Punter.
cornerback, interior offense. We're not drafting a punter at this round.
Jake wants a punter.
Not anymore. Not after my
Linebacker.
guy.
What round is this?
6th.
6th.
At this point, I mean, we can go. We already drafted a running back.
Whoa. How about this tight end? Holy shit.
Austin Allen.
Austin Allen, 6'8".
That's a big boy.
Holy
What school?
Nebraska.
Doesn't matter. Oh,
Oh, he's a farm boy.
This guy's
Cornhusker.
Bring me him.
210.
Wait.
he could play.
Buddy,
the-
put it-
he could
no,
play-
no, 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 no. Hold on.
This guy's fake.
6'8", 210 pounds.
Nah, this skinnier than you.
He could play special teams.
No, he can't.
This
He
guy
can't.
This guy's gonna die.
He's gonna Kevin Cobb it.
We gotta find
He's
out.
gonna trip
Do I
on the
have enough
fucking
time?
practice. You know, my God, for something like this, 6'8", 210.
Austin Allen,
For
what's his name?
reference, I am 6'4", 254.
Not 210.
Not 210. That guy's
This guy's a borderline wide
I just keep
receiver.
getting Austin Powers.
This guy's a borderline wide receiver. He's got some.
Last time I was 210, I was in 10th grade.
Yeah, he's not really a tight end. He's going to be converted to a receiver.
If he makes a team,
When was the last time there was a
Muggs.
6'8" wide receiver?
you know, you get this
don't
guy to
know.
bulk up a little bit. I'm taking this guy.
Damn, String Bean. I'm gonna call him String Bean. String
I'm
Bean
taking
looking
him.
ass.
That's a hell of a pick.
I hate it.
He's got some diversity there for you. Wide receiver, running back,
He's sneaky fast.
fullback.
At 210 pounds, get the fuck out of here.
Hey man, 6'8". He's gonna turn into a pass rusher. Guarantee it.
It's Josh Allen's brother, by the way.
Wrong.
Nope, the other Josh Allen.
Final pick of the draft here for the Bills. I think they go another corner.
Go Kyler McMichael.
You think he's Irish?
I hope so.
That's our draft, guys. Lewis Seen, safety out of Georgia. Brees Hall, Iowa State. I love that pick. I really love that pick in the 2nd round. If they get Brees Hall, which they won't, at 57, I will go nuts.
And Aaron Donald.
The best safety out of Georgia is
Lewis
that's
Seen,
ever played in the NFL.
Jordan Boyer.
Oregon State.
That was a joke, I know. Beaver.
Lucius Jones Jr. Let's look him up a little bit. I know what he looks like, but I want to see.
We
He's
got-
some great picks.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Perfect.
I don't have a safety for you, sorry.
That's fine.
Oh,
buddy.
here we do.
This guy's
He looks cool.
got the sauce. He's got the dreads. He's got the speed. Look at he's strong as shit. Look at that pick.
Richard Seymour.
You simping over him?
I'm about to become a big fan. Maybe he's your slot receiver in the future. I like that pick. Josh Jobe. Let's give him a quick look up.
Josh Jacobs.
Looked like it a little bit. Also from Alabama.
Damn, is that so? We have 3 Alabama players being taken in this mock draft?
No,
2?
one.
Oh,
We have Georgia, Iowa State, Tennessee, Alabama, Virginia Tech, Iowa State, Nebraska, North Carolina. 2 Iowa State guys. So Velsus Jones Jr., Josh Jobe, Letitia Smith. I like that guy. Mike Rose, Austin Allen for a project tight end.
String
Tyler
Bean.
McMichael. That's our
Ooh,
draft.
another linebacker from Virginia Tech.
We're going to be a much well-versed next
We will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Next week?
week.
Next week.
Take care.
Bye, guys.